Welcome to the Sacred Conversations with the Gigantic Intellect. In this beautiful morning, I want to reflect upon something which was bothering me intellectually in the morning in relation to political funding, which I think for me is the root of all evil. If you study the problems of any country, if you want to study accurately and correctly the problems of any country, go and look who fund the political parties of that country. Dr. Henry Clark once said, political donors, political funders are the most powerful voices. They are even powerful more than presidents and ministers of all countries, of any country, because we've got this illusion. Democracy is an illusion. There is no democracy. Of course, on the local level, you may not see the effects of donors. You may not see donors that are controlling these politicians. But go to the national level, the parliamentary level, the government level. That's where you're going to see the impact and the effects of people who are funding politicians. We don't actually have a democracy. We don't have a democracy. Go and look how Cyril Ramaphosa was elected in the 2017 conference. It is being alleged that he received more than 1 billion funding. Imagine, because even in economics, there's a saying that there is no such a thing as a free lunch. People cannot give you money without any expectation. When someone gives you money, there's something that he expects directly or indirectly. There are favors that he expects. So democracy is an illusion. Democracy is an illusion. It's a game controlled by big businesses. It's a game controlled by billionaires, by all these monopolists. In South Africa, it's a game that is controlled by white monopoly capitalists. One may ask himself, why are these people so concerned about giving politicians billions, millions of rands? For what reason? For what reason? So if you look at these things that are called manifestos, whatever, that is complete garbage. It's nonsense. The promises that are contained in these political party manifestos, they are just nonsense. Nonsense, complete garbage. Because if you check, just study the ANC, because ANC has been in government for 30 years. Out of the things that they've promised in their manifestos, how many were implemented? How many of them were implemented? Because they preach this and they go to the left. They preach right and implement the left. They preach left, implement the right. So they don't actually implement majority of the things they promise. Currently, if you study the policies of ANC in 2017, the things that they talked about, the things they said they are going to do, count how many of them were implemented. Even the very same guy, President Cyril Ramaphosa, doesn't believe in the things that were adopted in the conference of 2017. And I also have a problem in relation to foreigners, countries such as America, Russia, and China, giving funding to political parties. What is the agenda? What is the agenda? So for me, the solution, according to me, I think that we should follow the very same process that we use when we elect the public protector, when we elect Chief Justice. I think that is the very same process that we should follow when we elect presidents and ministers, so that we can have close to capable people who are capable. I know that the processes are manipulated, but political funding, it gives these white monopoly capitalists and other people with ill intentions to sabotage the progress of our respective countries. And now they've introduced this independent whatever in their election. Independence, they are going to be manipulated because they are now entering an arena that is very compromised. It's very even easy to capture someone who is an independent than a political party. I believe a political party includes a whole lot of people. So if they are able to capture a political party, an independent would be very, very easy to capture. So democracy is an illusion. For me, I'm advocating for the implementation of the very same processes that we use when we elect chief justice, the very same process that we use when we elect public protector. I think that is, even though I know it's going to be manipulated because we live in a morally bankrupt society, especially the people who own big businesses. Their intention, man, I don't know, because they benefit from all these problems that we have. They benefit from them. That's why the problems that we have, they make them money, a lot of money. So democracy is an illusion. We don't have democracies. Our democracies are manipulated by the owners of big businesses. In our country, largely is white monopoly capitalist. So we've got a problem, and we've got a problem. Political funding is the root of all evil, and if we don't deal with it, our democracy is going to be very compromised. We don't need anyone to be funding anyone. No, we don't need, because, and the problem with politics and political parties and politicians is that a politician who's not obedient to the demands of big businesses, of the political donors, is going to be assassinated, whether through the media or through physical assassination. They're going to do character assassination on him, or they're going to end his life. Look at the people, our freedom fighters, what happened to them. Chris Hanis, the Bikos, the Sobukwes, the Malcolm X of this world, the Martin Luther King. Those were the people that were disobeying the demands of big capital. And look what happened to them. So democracy is an illusion. There's no such a thing as a democracy. This game is controlled by big businesses. It's a dictatorship of big businesses. I think China has even made it just straightforward. And they're bashing China because they say China is a totalitarian state, is a dictatorship state. But even our democracy is dictated by big businesses, by white monopoly capitalists. So there's no such a thing as a democracy. We live in a dictatorship world, whether through democratic mask or whether through straightforward dictatorship. Countries such as China, they're not hiding anything. They are showing everyone that they are a dictatorship state. Even Russia, they are demonstrating, showing publicly that they are a dictatorship state. They're even better because they don't hide anything. Other than these so-called democratic countries, America, Europe, and even South Africa, these are just democracies manipulated by or dictated by white monopoly capitalists. It's a problem. It's a very, very problematic situation. So this is V Nation, the gigantic intellect. Know thyself and remember your ancestors. Peace.